anything about a volcano they like to share?
Lava.
Lava, okay. They burn. It's hot, right? Is there anything else? Think about it. Volcano. Anybody ever see a picture of a volcano blasting off and erupting? You know, on TV or in a book? Okay, what are you thinking about when you see that? What does that make you feel? Massive destruction. Very good word, destruction. What about you, Tim? Anything? Alright, well, I've designed a program called a web quest. You should have it all up on your computers, okay? And in that program, there's going to be information that you can find everything you want to know about the lesson on volcanoes today we're going to be talking about. Okay? So what we'll do first is we're going to go through this, and I'm going to play a video for you guys to see what volcano is about and what kind of destruction it can do. So I want you to just look at the video, okay, and then get your own ideas from it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to welcome. Let's read the welcome. This is the web quest. Scroll down to where you can see. Okay? The web quest involves the study of top 5 most devastating volcanoes in history and their effects. Okay? The volcano we're studying today is Tambora. That's the one. That's the main volcano. There's a bunch of other ones that are there. Okay? So let's go to the introduction page, which is on your left side. If you see it there, you guys are all pretty familiar with computers, so you guys should find it. Hit the introduction. Okay, it's going to drop down, and you're going to get some words in blue. If you look at some of the words in blue, it'll say peaking, destructive, presence, okay, pyroclastic flow, all right? What we're going to try to do is we're going to go to destructive. Okay, when we go to destructive, there's going to be some scroll over. Okay, let's hit this one right here. Okay, you see the one, the fourth one down? I'm going to take little pieces of each one, okay, and take a peek. Hit that one. Let's see if we can bring that up and give you a little bit of a different view on a different volcano. Gone offline a little bit. Hold on a second. You should be able to hold and pause that. Okay. Let's see if we can go a little astray. Okay. Let's go back. If you guys went off a little bit, let's go back to the beginning. You guys know how to go back. Let's hit the one that we talked about that we were going to hit. I guess it was this one, right? Okay. Let's go back here. Let's hit that one. You guys should be all pretty much up with me at this point. Are you hitting me again? Hold on. Let's hit this one, right? Let's see if it was let it run. Let's see what happens to it. Let's see why this is happening. Alright, well evidently yours don't want to boot up correctly. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back to the welcome page again, the introduction page. Back it all the way up to introduction page. Okay? Just keep backing yourself up to introduction. And get back to all yours. Okay? And just hold there. You're going to be watching this one on the board. Let's just watch this one together.
There are gusts of choking poisonous gas, and it's so hot that this is just about as close as I can get to. The sheer weight of these molten ingots of rock prevents them being swept away from the vent by the gale, so there's little danger of them suddenly coming our way. Less dramatic than the fire fountain, but perhaps more sinister, is this tide of black slag that is slowly creeping over the surface of the metal. In parts it's red hot and molten and floats like fumes, but on the edges it's cooled enough for me to be able to film it. It's flat, it's heavy, and it's full of battle. And battle like this has been welling up from deep in the Earth's crust ever since the beginning of the history of our planet.
Alright, everybody get an idea of what's going on there? Okay, a little different from the first video of the volcano, right, that you've seen in the introduction. Alright, each volcano is different, okay, so you're going to see different things coming out of volcanoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play one more. If I can get one more for you to play, I'm going to play one more for you. If I can get back down to
The
it.
flow may travel for as much as 29 miles. Sometimes it moves no faster than a man can walk. Sometimes it races along at an extraordinary speed, 40 miles an hour.
Alright. Let's get back to our web quest. We'll use yours. You got yours booted up? There we go. Okay. This web quest is designed for you guys to go into the web quest, find all the sites you need about volcanoes within one program, okay? You don't have to go to another YouTube site. You don't have to go to another website. You have it all built into you right here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and we'll use your computer. We'll use that one up here. Scroll down to the task, which is going to be on the left-hand side, right under introduction. You should see a task link. Hit the task link, okay? And go on to your right-hand side and scroll down the page. You go to the right, scroll down. There you go. Keep going. Scroll down. Okay. Now, you want to read this here. All right. Actually, go back up a little bit. Go back up a little bit. Let's go back one more to the introduction again. Okay. I can help you. Go back up. Thank you, Ms. Palme. Okay. Let's go back to the introduction again. Okay. And we can do this. Let's take a, go down and take a peek in. See where it says take a peek in? Let's take a peek in. See if we find it. Just try to give you a little idea of how to use this, so when you get into your task, you'll be able to use this pretty good. Okay, explore the heart of a volcano. This is another site that you're taken to that you can scroll down, and there'll be icons on the left-hand side. Right there. Scroll on down, and you'll see some things on the left-hand side. Think about the volcano. When we start our assignment or our task, you can go into any one of these, take a tour. You can go into any one of these things, the weather, panoramic views, and find out about volcanoes. You can see the volcanoes. You can see everything you want about them in this one. Let's go back out. So I'm just trying to give you a little bit of an intro view on this thing so you can get through this. All right, let's go to Plastic Flow. Hit that one. Brings you to another site, okay? So you guys are pretty used to doing this, but this will take you to each site you want to go to, and then you can hit these different volcanoes, their eruptions. You can find out what you need to know about them. Okay? There's more words down here, eruption column. There's a whole bunch of things you can go through. So, now that we got a little bit of a background on how to use a WebQuest, okay, and how to use this WebQuest, let's go back to the intro again. So you're going to go back until you get to that page where you see all the icons, okay? And you're going to go to process. What, is it task first or process? Okay, go to task. Let's go to process. Does everybody see what I'm talking about on the left? Okay, now, there are 3 jobs, if you want to call them. There is a vocabulary master, okay, which is vocabulary master. There's 10 vocabulary words, okay? There's an information seeker, which seeks out some information and questions for the volcanoes you can find in your WebQuest. And there's also a research guru, okay, which does a research on one volcano out of the 5. So I'm going to let you guys decide on who wants to be what. So who wants to be the vocabulary master? All right, you got the vocabulary master. Who wants to be the information seeker? And you're going to be the research guru? That's a tough job. All right, as you can see on your worksheets, okay, you have 10 words for vocabulary. You have probably 6 or 7 questions for your seeker. And then your guru, you should have a volcano that is highlighted in green. Is that correct? Okay, that's the one you're going to be looking at, okay, as the guru, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to get back on your website and go down to where you can find what your job is. So you see the vocabulary master in purple? If you'll click on that, all right? Everybody can click on that because we'll go back out. Let's click on that. Okay, it's going to bring you to a page that has a glossary. Let's hit glossary. Okay, you have the letters of the alphabet there, okay? So what you'll do as a vocabulary master, your first word is what? Pyroclastic material, okay? You will go to the right-hand side and you will type in pyroclastic material, or go to the P and see if pyroclastic material comes up in the list. So the easy way out would be probably just to type it in so you know. You'll see there's a search bar, I think, on the right-hand side. Right there. You'll type in pyroclastic material, and you should be able to get what you're looking for, okay? So you can start on yours while you're there. Ladies, let's go back out. Let's go back once, okay? Come on out of this, okay? And let's go to the next one, which is the information seeker. Okay, let's hit information seeker. Okay, there are going to be questions that you have as an information seeker. What is your first question? Okay, how much of the earth is volcanic? Okay, you will scroll down. The questions will be in here. You will scroll down till you find out where your answer, where your question is. There's a whole bunch of them. When you get to the bottom, there'll be more. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll scroll through here and navigate until you find your question. Easiest way to go. I'll give you a hint. Go to volcanoes on the left-hand side. Hit volcanoes. Come on over to this. Actually, let me come on up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay? You come on here and you can get any volcanoes you want here. Or you can scroll down through here and find your question. Okay? Go to volcanoes general. Okay, you're going to list and list of questions. Try to find the question that you have to answer. There'll be little paragraphs underneath each question. When you get down to the bottom, it should say, go to the next page or more. Yeah, you can go to the next page. That'll take you through another part of the site, and you'll have more questions. See if you can look at it. There's probably 100 questions there, and there's probably 7 that you have to answer. So you're going to have to do some researching yourself to find it, okay? You can start on that. All right, Tim, come on, let's go out of here. Let's get back to the main screen. Going slow, so okay, let's go on down to your job, which is the research guru. So we can go into here and look, but let's go to, actually, let's go in a second. We can show you what's going on. Hit the research guru. There's probably going to be some lists of volcanoes. Okay, so what does that say? Okay, and what is your question as a research guru?
Their country of origin.
Okay, well, they want you to find the country of origin, they want you to find the type of volcano, and they want you to find the year of the last eruption and the amount of destruction. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's pop back out of here, because I wanted to give you just a space where you can go to. As soon as we get out, let's go back and click on Tambora, which is in green. Come on down. See where Tambora is? Click on Tambora, and then you can get started on what you need to look up. Now we'll be coming around to check you guys out and see if you guys need any guidance. And if you have any questions, please raise your hand, because that's when I'm here to help you. stuck? You navigate through this thing pretty good? Looks like you're doing well. Good job. If you get done early, and you want to navigate through the rest of the website, you can feel free to do that. And I can also help you. If you don't know where some things are, we can try to find them together. So take your time doing your task, but when you're done, just let me know. You got a little tough job because you're scrolling through a lot of questions and trying to find answers. But that, that's part of the job. That's part of the research. That's how it makes you smart, right? If you look into things like that. Just keep searching, and if you get stuck, I'll help you. Okay, how we doing? Let's see. Good? Good. You can jump around. You have to jump around and find things. Yeah, jump around. like I said, when you look these things up and you find what you want to find, you can change the wording into your own words. You know, I encourage you to do that because then you get more ideas and you can think about what words mean other than what the meaning that you're getting from the website. So if you can shorten things down, you don't have to write the whole thing. Just give little answers about what it is. Just describe it. That's all you really need to do. When you write the whole answer down, it takes a lot of time up, number one. Number two, you really never get your own opinion out on it. So I would think about shortening things down just a little bit and give the main factor, the main idea about the question. You can browse anything you want to do. You can go on out of there. You can go to some of the other volcanoes on the bottom, hit them. You can look what they have to offer. Kind of see, how they relate to the volcano that you studied. A little tough. Just keep going. There you go. There you go. You're doing it. You're doing it. Yes, sir.
How's it going?
All right, so this is the one you're stuck on? All right, there you go. Hey, you observed really well. So just cross the one out, and it's almost like getting a freebie, right? There you go. And we're gonna let you go for about another minute or two. And we're gonna stop, and then we're gonna discuss some of your findings, okay? As a group, you guys are gonna have all of you are gonna have a chance to put some input into this. So. let's stop, and whatever you got is fine, that's fine. Like I said, you have a few more to do. You had a tough job. Yours is a little tough job, to find things and maneuver through this sites. Like I said, it's the first time you guys really working on a heavy, web quest like this that has all the information here for you. All right, let's start with vocabulary master. What words, the first word is what? Okay, pyroclastic material. Okay, can you fill us in on what you think that means, either in your own words or even the words that you've gotten from the website?
Volcanic, fragment, crystal, ash, pumice.
Okay, pumice. Okay, pumice is a rock. Okay, and then we know that. Okay. All right, let's go to the next word. What's next?
Eruption.
Okay, so let us know what that means.
When material from the volcano comes out.
Okay, and where do you think it comes out of? What part of the volcano do you think it comes out of when it erupts?
The top.
Okay, the top. And what is the top called? Did you pick up on any of that while you were doing anything? In the video, they mentioned it twice. It's tough to pick up on certain words. It's called a vent. Think about it. The vent is where things come out of, the vents. Okay, when you talk, you vent. Okay? Okay? There's vents in the house, there's vents for water, there's vents for air. Okay? So there's a vent where the eruption comes out of. Okay, what's your next word?
Dormant atomic lava.
Lava. What is lava?
It is a volcano rock and what burns.
Okay? What's your next word?
Dormant volcano.
A dormant volcano. Okay. Why don't you fill us in on what you think that is?
It is the term to describe a volcano that has already erupted but which may erupt again.
Okay, it could erupt again, right? It already erupted at one time, but it still can erupt again. Okay, we're going to stop you on 4, and we're going to come over to the information seeker. And what would you like to help us with? The first question is what?
How much of the earth is volcanic?
All right, how much of the earth is volcanic? And what did you find?
More than 80% of the earth's surface above and below sea level is volcanic.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty heavy duty. Everybody understand what that is? Okay. What's your next question?
How many active volcanoes are there on Earth?
How many active volcanoes are there on Earth? Okay.
There are about 1,500 potentially active volcanoes worldwide, aside from the continuous belt of volcanoes on the ocean floor.
Okay, so you got over 1,500 volcanoes in the world that can erupt. Do you imagine if 2 or 3 erupt at the same time? We all know it changes weather, right? We all know that, right? Because of all the ash and how far it can spread. You can hear a volcano from what, 1,000 miles away? That is a tremendous amount. All right, what's your next question?
Do volcanoes affect weather?
Do volcanoes affect weather, and what did you find out about that?
Yes, the June 1991 eruption of Mount Pinatubo was global. Slightly cooler than usual temperatures recorded worldwide and the brilliant sunsets and sunrises have been attributed to this eruption that sent fire, ash, and gases high into the stratosphere.
Wow. So that was a major disaster, wasn't it? And it actually changed temperature. That is a major, major disaster. Okay. Coming to the information, what is it? The research guru. All right. So you picked the volcano out. Which one did you pick out? Tambora. All right. And what did you find out about Tambora? And actually, what is the first question you have that pertains to Tambora?
What is the country of origin?
All right. What is the country of origin?
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Okay. Everybody know where Indonesia is? I know where it kind of is. Okay. It's by China. Okay. Close to China somewhere. I don't have a map in front of me, but that's close to where it is. Okay. What about the next question you have?
What type of volcano is it?
Okay. What type of volcano was it?
Stratovolcanic.
Stratovolcanic. Do you have any background on what that says? Can you find it in there? Did it tell you anything, or it just said stratovolcanic? Okay. Well, that's maybe something we need to do in a continuing. We we continue a lesson down the line about volcanoes, we need to get into what these meanings are, okay? You got the first step done. We'll get the second and third steps. There's a load of steps to do in a volcano, with a volcano. All right, what's your third question?
What is the year of the last eruption?
Okay, what is the year of the last eruption?
1815.
All right, so 1815, so that was what, 200 years ago? So that, you think that might erupt again, or you think it's probably going to be done? It might, right? It might erupt again. You never know. Okay? And what is your last question on your research guru?
What is the amount of destruction?
What was the amount of destruction from Tambora?
The volcanic explosivity index was a 7 on a scale of 1 to 8.
On a 1 to 8, a scale of 7 of devastation and destruction. So that about wiped out everything in its path, right? We also know another natural disaster is an earthquake, and we measure it on what kind of scale? Anybody know what kind of scale it is? When somebody says the magnitude 7.3 on it's called the Richter scale, okay? That's the magnitude of the volcano, of the earthquake. So that's another natural disaster we may work on later on. But, all right, let's go back to you for a few more seconds. What was your next word, vocabulary master?
Volcano.
Okay, what is a volcano?
A volcano is like a big anthill that has lava vents.
Okay. So we have gotten some definitions from the vocabulary master. We have gotten some answered questions from the information seeker, and the research guru has done some really good work on Tambora. All right, that was a devastating volcano. So we're going to kind of wrap up this lesson, and what we'll do is in the future, we'll get more into the volcano, and maybe we can even make a scale of a volcano down the line on a future lesson, okay? But as of right now, you guys did a wonderful, wonderful job. You get some great information, and I would hope you get into that web quest a little bit more on your own and find out some things about volcanoes. It's really, really cool stuff. There's tons and tons of text on that. So, good stuff, and